Convention's biggest and final night is tonight.
Former President Trump promises to offer a different tone after Saturday's assassination attempt. Ben Bradley's in Milwaukee with a preview. Ben?
Robin and Larry, former President Trump will speak to a crowd tonight for the first time since a gunman nearly took his life less than a week ago. His campaign has yet to release any type of medical report, so we don't know if he's suffering from any hearing loss or other issues. Instead, the Trump team would rather people focus on the imagery they've projected of strength and unity, and of course, the introduction of Trump's new running mate.
My name is J.D. Vance from the great state of Ohio.
39-year-old Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance introducing himself to voters, sharing his personal story of hardship made famous in his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy.
Despite the closing factories and the growing addiction in towns like mine, in my life, I had a guardian angel by my side. She was an old woman who could barely walk, but she was tough as nails. I called her Mamaw, the name we hillbillies gave to our grandmothers.
Midwestern swing states mentioned early and often in the speech as Vance focused on connecting with American workers.
This moment is not about me, it's about all of us, and it's about who we're fighting for. It's about the auto worker in Michigan wondering why out-of-touch politicians are destroying their jobs. It's about the factory worker in Wisconsin who makes things with their hands and is proud of American craftsmanship.
Earlier in the evening, Chicago again became the focus of Republican scorn, with Texas Governor Greg Abbott talking about his policy of busing undocumented migrants to so-called sanctuary cities.
I took the border to them. I began busing illegal immigrants to Washington, D.C. And we have continued busing migrants to sanctuary cities across the entire country. And those buses will continue to roll until we finally secure our border.
Even as Republicans promote themselves as the party of law and order, former Trump trade advisor Peter Navarro took the convention stage just hours after being released from federal prison for defying a congressional subpoena related to the January 6th attack.
They threw me to the wolves of an anti-Trump jury, and where the D.C. swamp, they convicted me, they jailed me. Guess what? They did not break me.
After Trump's speech tonight, the new Republican ticket will hit the road. Their first campaign appearance together is scheduled for this weekend in Grand Rapids. Meanwhile, President Biden remains sidelined with COVID. Live in Milwaukee, Ben Bradley, WGN News. Robin and Larry.
Thank you, Ben.